Hi Gary.
Hi Jono.
Exciting times. Edge Merchandising Academy's finally been launched, and I'm sure you must be over the moon. There's a proverb that goes, don't despise small beginnings, and in an economy where unemployment is so rife, it's good to see the first batch of trainee merchandisers finding work. Now Gary, you've spent over 4 decades in the trenches of merchandising, and you've launched Edge Merchandising Academy with the story about Raymond Ackerman being fired in 1966. Why is that specific moment the big bang of South African retail for you?
Because it wasn't just a firing, it was a collision of two worlds. On one side you had the Garlics board, men in suits, they loved high margins, department store luxury and gentlemanly pricing agreements. On the other hand, you had a young Raymond Ackerman, fresh back from the US, obsessed with the consumer sovereignty model he learned from Bernardo Trujillo. Raymond understood something they didn't. Volume is king. He took Checkers from just 5 stores to 85 stores in 5 years by being a disruptor. When he refused to join those informal talks with OK Bazaars and Woolworths, he was choosing the Housewife over the Boardroom, principle over profits. They didn't fire him for not performing, but for refusing to bend on matters of principle. That must be one of the costliest decisions in South African retail history. Raymond took his 2-week severance pay, a loan from the bank, and bought 4 small Pick n Pay stores from Jack Golden, who in turn took the money from the sale and started Clicks. Both these groups would play a role in Checkers' decline. It's a 58-year lesson that still applies today. If you lose touch with the shelf and the shopper, you're dead. You can't run a retail empire from a high-rise if you don't understand the 4 legs of the table on the ground.
Let's dig into those 4 legs: administration, merchandising, promotion, and people. You've made these the backbone of Edge Academy. How do they look in a modern store environment?
Look, a table with 3 legs is a stool. A table with 2 legs is a piece of firewood. In today's retail world, administration is your data, stock levels is your logistics, and on-shelf availability is your commitment to your customer. Promotion is your marketing. Drawing customers in, building the customer brand, building demand are the in-store execution and the people. You can spend millions on a TV ad, but if the people in the stores aren't trained to execute exceptionally, that ad is a waste of money. When a customer walks down the aisle looking for an advertised deal and the shelf is empty, then the table topples. We teach our community to be table fixers. We don't want you to pack a product. We want you to understand the nuances of merchandising, to learn how to execute with discipline and attention to detail, giving the customer the experience that makes her want to return. We focus on absolute ownership. If you see a gap, take it. If you see an opportunity, grab it. Don't wait for a manager to tell you the shelf is in a mess. Take it personally. That floor is your signature.
You raised a haunting what if in your blog. Pick n Pay had the chance to buy Checkers in the late 80s when it was hemorrhaging 45 million rand a year. They said no. Was that a strategic error or a personal one?
I don't know. I struggle to find confirmation that Checkers was in fact offered to Pick n Pay and Raymond Ackerman turned the deal down. In fact, my recent research, it appears that the sale was a closed negotiation between Sanlam executives and Whitey Basson. No other bids were called for. It tried to go upmarket but lost its low price sold, and no amount of twally for twally adverts by Clive Wheel could regain lost credibility. For Raymond Ackerman, rescuing the company that had fired him and left him deeply scarred might have felt like inherited baggage, but the consequences were earth-shattering. Whitey Basson at Shoprite didn't hesitate. He saw a broken asset and knew that with the right execution, it could be fixed. Whitey was actually right. In 9 months, Checkers was back in the black. At that time, Shoprite only had 71 stores, thanks to the acquisition of Grand Bazaars a year earlier. These stores were scattered around the Western Cape with a sprinkling of stores in the Eastern Cape. The Checkers purchase gave Shoprite another 169 stores, an instant national footprint, and market parity with Pick n Pay for the first time. The retail landscape was changed forever with that one deal. This is what we tell our merchandisers about consistent discipline. Shoprite's rise wasn't a fluke. It was built on aggressive discipline, execution. Success in this industry is all about consistency. It's about being there every day, being better than the opposition every day, all day. Pick n Pay's hesitation opened the door for Shoprite and changed the retail landscape forever. What we want from our elite merchandisers is to be the ones that don't hesitate, the ones that see an opportunity and seize it.
You've launched Edge Academy as a professional movement. You talk about dignity through mastery and forging the elite. These are strong, almost military terms. Why?
Because the store is a battleground. Merchandisers are the unsung heroes. They're managing relationships with frustrated shoppers, tough store managers, demanding manufacturers, and their own company 6 days a week, and yet the industry labels them unskilled. I just find that offensive. Merchandisers are undersupported, undertrained, and undervalued, and yet they are expected to deliver everyday great execution. Dignity through mastery means we believe that when you provide elite training to someone in an underserved area, from Messina to Putsonavato, you aren't just giving them a certificate, you're giving them a career. You're giving them the skill to walk into any store in the country and command respect because their work is flawless. We are forging the elite because we want a community that outworks the status quo. We want people to say, I'm not just a packer, I'm a professional merchandiser, and my execution is the benchmark for the industry.
The Academy is free and you're tackling high staff turnover and data costs head on. What's the ultimate win for you 5 years from now?
Look, in reality, a free merchandising academy was not my first choice. I had originally devised a low-cost subscription model of 10 Rand per month per merchandiser. In my mind, this model solved the enduring challenges faced by merchandising companies. 1, lack of critical mass. Another big win is that the app allows manufacturers to launch their NPDs and promotions directly to the merchandisers, whether they are based in a large city or a tiny rural village. I thought this would be a win for everybody. I soon realized that while merchandising companies offered lift service to our merchandisers are the foundations of what we do, in reality, all I got was why they couldn't train their merchandisers. Our merchandisers don't have company phones. Data costs are too high. The training is too expensive. That reinforced my earlier claim that merchandisers are undersupported, undertrained, and undervalued. I was absolutely stunned when one of the top 5 merchandising agencies told me that 120 Rand per annum was too great a risk. You heard that right, 120 Rand per annum, not per month. To put this in perspective, that is less than the cost of a merchandising bib. Those sentiments pushed me to adopt the vision of no merchandiser left untrained. And if merchandising companies won't offer decent training to their merchandisers, I certainly will. In terms of what I would see as a win, there are 2. The first is nationwide excellence. It's the moment when a store manager in a remote village sees an Edge certified merchandiser walk in and thinks, thank goodness a pro is here. The second win will be when I can offer the training in Zulu and Xhosa. I'm acutely aware that we are training merchandisers in their second and third language, so it'll be a huge win to be able to train them in their home language. At Edge, we have removed the barriers of high cost, high staff turnover. Edge Merchandising Academy is providing high quality training for free on YouTube. My mission is to ensure no merchandiser is left untrained, not one. Whether you're a merchandiser, a rep at a manufacturing giant, a supervisor at a merchandising agent, a store manager, in fact, anyone who manages in-store execution, Edge Merchandising Academy is your home. We're building excellence together, one shelf, one aisle, and one career at a time.
Garry, for the person out there who has the untapped potential you talk about, but feels stuck, what's your direct message to them?
Your company might not see you, but I do. I've been in your shoes. I know what graft it takes to keep a store thriving. Stop waiting for someone to give you a career. Take it, master your craft, and take absolute ownership of your space. Join the Edge Merchandising Academy. Hit subscribe, and let's show the industry what we are truly capable of. Welcome to Merchandising with the Edge. Every day, great execution.